Welcome back to Muddling Through Minecraft, folks. It is good to be back here in the world with you. I am starting this episode here at the smelter as I am prepping some materials for our next big farm and next big project. So we're going to cook ourselves up a little bit of sand and glass, and this is the new configuration of the smelter. So we've got a little bit of an L shape here, fills the space a little bit better, an output chest over here on the right side, and our input chests here in the green wall. And I think that this should work just fine. I'm going to make sure that that number drops from 58 to at least 51. There we go. So I'm now realizing, though, that it actually needs to drop 18 because I need 9 and then 9. Otherwise, it's not going to continue to fill up. And that is a minor problem that we're going to have to address at some point. But this glass is for a new project, something different. And what I want to show you to start this week is the finish of our wither farm. I can't wait to show you this. This wither skeleton farm is great, and I hope you enjoy the mishaps and misfortune that finally led me to finishing this farm, and also a little bit of the planning phases and just exactly how it works. This farm is going to be sizable. I did one similar to this in the last series as well, and that's okay because I like the speed of the farm and how everything works. I will probably take out all of this soul sand and netherrack that's in here and uncover these 1, 2, 3 crossroads right there. And those 3 crossroads are going to become the basis 1, 2, 3 of my wither skeleton farm. It's going to produce a lot of wither skeletons really quickly, and I am looking forward to getting it built. This is also going to be another fuel source for us aside from the blaze farm. The blaze farm is closer. All kinds of things need the blazes for potions and whatnot too, so it's good to have both farms. This one will be producing coal, which will obviously fuel torches and lanterns and things as well. So good reasons to have both farms, both fuels available to us. I'm going to go work on a little bit of designing and work with some various things in a creative world really quickly. Just make sure I know what all my distances are and everything in this farm, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start building this thing. I am not very interested in making the 5,000 block trek all that often. So we're going to go ahead and start putting something together and then get it functioning, at least on some level, pretty quickly. Welcome to my creative world. This is where I come play with all of the things that we are going to do in the survival world. So I am just testing this farm out a little bit. We're going to use piglins to go ahead and drop the wither skeletons in. And so 3, 5, 7, 9. This ring right here is the platform size of the wither skeleton farm that we're building. And you can see that the withers are going ahead and running right towards him no matter how far away we are. The corners are the furthest, so that's great. What I wanted to know was just how far away could we actually put a wither and still have them attract to the piglin. And so I came to the side here and I started in the middle and I just kept adding layers, adding and adding layers. So where was it? 3, 5, 7, 9. I added this layer and sure enough, still went. And then I added this one, sure enough, still went. Then this one, still went. Then this one, still went. Then this one, still aggroed. Then this one, aggroed still. And then this one. Well, if we wait long enough, he will aggro. There we go. And then I started to go out to the side. So from here, I added this block, and then I went in a block, and he still aggroed. So then I came out a block, and aggro. He aggroes. There we go. Some of them wait a little bit. You know, we're out on the far side, so there's got to be a little bit of pathing and whatnot that we got to find. And so even if they spawn there, they start to aggro. And then I actually put a block here, and he didn't do anything. So I went ahead and broke it, and then I went in one, and he aggroed. And then, right, so that's how I got to this shape here. Let's jump back into This is a creative version of the Muddling Through Minecraft world now. So back in the creative world of the actual Muddling Through Minecraft world, I've just laid out a whole mess of wool and tried to find the places where these guys can spawn in and drop down. So where the sea lanterns are the places where I'm going to build one of our little piglin farms or piglin droppers, as they might be called. And those little droppers extend to the very corner of this farm. Now, if I wanted to, I could back those up probably 1 block, still get all the coverage I need, and not make this the very outside edge. So I think I'm actually probably going to do that. So we'll move the sea lanterns back 1 block so they're just off center, and we'll still get all the overlap we need. Every ounce of the farm will be covered by one of those 3. And then somewhere right around here is the center point of those 4 farms. So let me show you one more color of wool. So now what I've overlaid is a red circle. So we'll put 3 piglins on each of the first 3 levels of the farm. There will be 3 platforms where they'll be able to drop through. And then where this sea lantern is will be the 3rd or the final level. It'll actually be a 4th level where all of the wither skeletons will actually funnel and fall down to the kill chamber where we'll be able to harvest their skulls and their the coal and bones and things that they drop. So these 4 circles together show me where I need to place each of the piglins on our platforms in order to minimize the number of piglins we need and also create this one funneling entrance area here. I could probably, I don't think I can get away with fewer piglins, because again, with 3 platforms, there's the chance that we could have them spawn on any one of these 3 areas. So each of these pink, purple, and magenta circles will need to be on each of the 3 levels of the actual build. So we will be heading back into the survival world and be getting started on putting those piglins in place real soon. Well, it happened again. You know, these projects, when I'm 5,000, 7,000 blocks away from home, about 6,200 blocks away from home, I just can't seem to stay alive for more than about, 15 or 20 minutes. And then I have to take a 5-minute flight back where I smash into walls and have to eat food and slow my flight down. So that's what's happening right now. It's super fantastic, fun time, awesome. So to get this farm to work right, I need to get some piglins back down towards the farm. And this is super dangerous, like stupidly, ridiculously dangerous what I'm doing right now. But I hope and think it's worth it. Oh yeah, there he comes. Go, 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 go. Oh. Ha, ha, ha. Go, 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 go. Oh no. This is really bad. Okay. Now I do have a problem because I don't know where we just brought that stinking piglin all the way back, and I'm pretty sure this wither skeleton just killed him. Because that's what wither skeletons do. Oh, so bogus. All right, we got our first little piglin in here. That is wither bait number 1. And I'm going to hope that when I tear all this down, he can't get out and get me. He shouldn't be able to. So that's good. Beautiful. Fantastic. Now, I got a little bit of glass that I need to throw in here real quickly around him. So that's why I brought this light gray stained glass. Throw that in the offhand. And let's put it in place. There we go. So now at this point, this dude is ready to attract some withers towards him. And we need to set up a little drop chute here. And then we'll need to set up a collection chute underneath. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of these little dudes, little cells that we need to do on every level. And then we'll have one more that's kind of over in this direction. I'm going to have to get that location and make sure that I've got that in the right spot. And they will drop down and funnel into the same drop chute so that I can kill them with ease, all in the same location. And no matter where a wither spawns from, they will be attracted to one of these 3 piglins. And then this block right here is going to be where our drop chute is. And so now what I need to do is go down a ways and start to build this farm up with the killing chamber down here, the drop chute, and we got to get a few more piglins into these spots and then lay down some wither roses, and we'll be all good to go. The farm is up and running at what I believe is maximum capacity at this point. So let's head down to the kill chamber and just see what's going on as we pass by each level of the farm and the funnel there. We can see that there is a lot of business going on down here. So we've got lots and lots of skellies down here. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. So we are going to have to make an adjustment in the final drop chute here because the skeletons from the top level are taking too much damage when they fall through. So I think the trapdoors should be set here up at the top. Let's go see if we can see this happen. If a skeleton spawns on this top platform, let's see if we can find a group that spawns. There we go. This skeleton here that spawns on this platform will fall straight through there, and all the way down. So he's taking all of that damage, and then I'm going to bet that by the time he falls down here, see, he dies. So we're going to make a small adjustment. I actually learned this watching Rendog's episode of Hermitcraft recently. And what we'll do is we'll put a piece of powdered snow up there at the top. I don't know if, or we'll put it down kind of here in the middle. I don't know for sure if that will stop their momentum so that they won't take all this damage from the drop chute or not. But we're going to give it a shot, see if it'll work. I think it'll be good. Yeah, well, I don't have an ender chest. J-Boy Crew is referencing some horses that keep showing up at various moments outside his base. And the problem is that I don't have an ender chest at my base. So every time that I have died and need to get access to my ender chest out here in order to get an elytra or rockets or whatever, I spawned a couple of times. I spawned at my own base and then had to ride over to his base in order to get my stuff. So anyway, all right. Man, look at that. 6 heads down here already, and I'm not even using a looting sword. This is just an incredible farm. And I am super pumped that it's done because it's killed me so many times. As we return to the Wither Skeleton Farm, give credit to J-Boy Crew. He got us on the nether roof, blasted some bedrock, and went through all of this tunneling to get us a good pathway out to the farm and also a good tunnel down. Now we can hop out right here and get to where we need to get in the farm, or this goes down to the killing platform as well. We're going to start by getting out here and heading into the farm because I have the powdered snow that we needed for all of our different drop chutes. And I realized that probably using just one in the drop chute wasn't the best idea, that maybe we needed to go ahead and use them in each of these holes. We'll see how this works. Hopefully, that is not powdered snow, is it? Hopefully it does exactly what we need it to do. So we'll drop that one right there and then go to the other side here and drop another one in. Of course, now I've got all the wither skeletons to deal with, but at least we've got our bow. I think we'll be able to survive this all right. The bottom layers are going to be dangerous. So in each of these spots now, we've got some powdered snow. The wither skellies still fall right through, but now they don't take any damage when they fall through, and that's also from these other levels really is the important part. And then when they come over here, they should fall down and take enough damage to basically be one-hit kills down here. There we've got some that are falling and dying still, so we're going to have to keep an eye on those because I really don't want them falling all the way down and dying there. I want them alive down there because then we can get wither skelly skulls from them. But honestly, it's moving fast enough that I'm not overly concerned about it. We'll go ahead and fly down here now, and we need to try and get a storage system in place. So I'm going to have to pause these guys from getting all the way down here. Oh, do you know why these guys might be dying? These guys might be dying at this point because of entity cramming. We're going to modify this a little bit so that we can get these drops being collected now. All right, now super basic collection system, like I said. The entire thought here is just that we'll get drops in here and not really looking for anything more than that at this point. We'll get a... No way! What? I was so far away from them! Oh, that's not good because of how close I was to the edge. Oh no! Fortunately, with our nether roof pathing and the tunnel down, it really doesn't take too long to get out here anymore. At this point, I'm really just stressed out about how much of my stuff I lost. It actually looks like we didn't lose all that much, but I don't know for sure how I have no food on me. So I'm going to back up here where it's cased more. Okay, we lost more than I was giving it credit for, so I don't see any of my food. That's going to make this next part really challenging. Oh, shoot! Ugh! That's not good. Those were my only 2 elytras. Ugh. The cycle of death has continued. This is really exhausting. I'm glad that this project is almost done and that we'll be able to just enjoy using the farm, preferably as safely as possible. Let's see if I've lost anything. You guys. I don't see an elytra at all. I just lost my last 2 elytra. Are you kidding me right now? Ugh, lost my last 2 elytra, and I lost the 4 heads that we had. This is terrible. Well, in the little bit of time that we've been out here, we're back up to 8 and actually 9 skulls because I've left 1 in... darn it! Man, you cannot get very close to these corners. I'm going to have to make this safer. This is... I'm not pleased with just how dangerous these drop chutes are right now. So we're going to have to work on this a little bit more. But for now, I've already got 3 nether stars, plus another 7 skulls, 8, 9 skulls. I could get another 3. We're up to, what, 6 beacons or whatever it is. So we'll go ahead and probably call that good enough for right now. And continue to work on this. I'll probably continue to work on this storage system off camera at some point and kind of put things together at a later date. For now, I'm just really pleased with the whole concept of this farm. Has turned out exactly what I wanted it to be, and it's working super efficiently, so that's great. We're going to take off, head back to the overworld, and I'd like to get one more build done today back in the hobbit base. Now that the wither skeleton farm is done, I want to come back to the base and work on a build that's been sitting doing nothing for quite a while now, and that is our farmer, villager, cow pasture, every pasture area. So I decided to build this out a little bit more. I'm not really liking what I've got going here so far. But what I would like to have is a andesite kind of fill through here so that it's a little rock or more natural rock looking kind of fill. And then we'll do grass behind and over the top of this and make this feel like it's not set back in the mountain so much as the mountain kind of comes out over the top of it a bit is kind of where my brain is at with it. But we'll see how well that comes off. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of dirt here and start kind of placing things over the top. So part of this villager's livestock maybe are actually up on top of the house as opposed to just around it. After a couple of nights of sleeping here, got through the darkest parts of the day, and you can see that we've got some mobs running around, but this is coming together, kind of like what I was envisioning and seeing. So this one is more out but under. These are kind of built into the side of the mountain, right? And this one is like we've terraformed out and brought it out in front of the mountain a little bit, but it looks like it's been cut in because it's got all this rock around it and everything. So this is actually, oh, there he is. I thought we'd seen somebody go in there. Oh, and didn't have to worry about it. Okay. So this is what I was hoping for, and it's coming along pretty well. I think we need to try and smooth this out here, and once that gets filled in, it'll help. Up at the top here, then this is going to be kind of a flat area, and we're going to put one of our pastures up here in this space. I'm not sure which one yet, but we're going to fence this in and make this a pasture for some animals, and then we'll also have a pasture for some animals down out here, and our pathway will end up kind of wrapping right along the river here and out towards that side of the river, I guess. But that's kind of my thought, is that we're going to come out down there. Over here, I'll share this with you. I've been working on this. This is our toolsmith. Is that right? Yeah, toolsmith shop. With all the deaths, I was losing a lot of tools, so I've been working on some of our villager trading areas. So I've got mending and unbreaking back here with our toolsmith. I've got 4 toolsmiths and 4 weaponsmiths over here. And then back here, I'm working on villagers that have to do with our tools and weapons. So Silk Touch, Fortune 3, Looting 3, Efficiency 5, and I think, yeah, Smite 5 over here. And then we've got room for additional villagers. I can't remember what all I had planned back here. I'd have to go look at my list. And then let's run up and look at our armorer real quick. So I've been working on these villagers a little bit at a time over time, and this guy keeps getting stuck right here. So, I mean, he's at least safe and not turn into a zombie villager, but kind of annoying. So we'll flip the lever and we'll come back here and take a look. And I've been working on this space back here. We've got 8 armorers, and all these 4... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I started to get really intentional about making sure that one of those trades was a coal trade, because once we get now that the wither skeleton farm is up and running, we'll have a lot of coal to trade. And then back here are all of our enchanted books that have to do with armor. Frostwalker 2, Protection 4, Depth Strider 3, Aqua Affinity, Blast Protection 4, Thorns 3, Projectile Protection 4, Fire Protection 4, Feather Falling 4, and Respiration 3. And then, of course, Mending and Unbreaking are over with our tools. So I'll finish up decorating this area back here as well, but I like how this is all coming together, and I'm really liking not having one massive villager trading hall, and instead having these kind of separated little areas where I go for a specific need. Here's armor, down there is farms and food, over there is our weapons and tools, right? So I'm enjoying that kind of idea. So Yeah, hope you like it. If you have ideas for what we could do to decorate our little villager area back here, the books trading area, let me know, and we'll maybe try and put something together. I need this guy to come out of here because I can't close this with him back in there. I wanted to keep the andesite and dark oak theme going, almost as if at some point over here this was like an andesite area, that there was a bunch of andesite around here that was dug out and used for this space. So I went with an andesite wall and dark oak fence up here. And as I was digging out, I was like, man, this isn't a very big pasture. Feels like we need something a little bit bigger. So I started to dig out back here, and I realized that actually I think this space is going to be really cool if we built some sort of barn for our cows. I think this is going to be cows, but if we built some sort of barn for our cows kind of back into the wall here that butted up against the wall and back in this space. So you have the pasture area out here where they could get, but then they've also got a place back where they can be warm and sheltered and that kind of thing. So I think that's what we're going to put in this space, and we're going to have to grab some wood and do some designing for that. Well, I'm out here working in the dark, which is pretty dangerous, but I got some spruce and some dark oak with us here. And this, I think, is going to be the opening to the barn here. And then we're going to come in a couple, and we're going to make some stalls for our cows. And I think that those need to be at least 2 high. I'm trying to think about barn designs, barn stalls, and I think that will go okay. And then we'll throw fence gates in the middle here, maybe even at the top. I'm not sure yet, but fence gates there. And then I want to make them maybe about that big. If you go to a barn, sometimes the stalls, not this kind of barn. A cow barn typically is going to be basically 1 wide to a cow. A cow stall is typically going to be pretty much just this wide for 1 cow per stall. And so I think that's maybe what we'll do. We'll go 2 deep so that there's at least a little bit of room there. Although, again, for a lot of cows, it's kind of like they stick right in here and sit here. So maybe we'll have a couple of bigger ones in the back for what would maybe be like breeding cells, breeding areas for a mom and her calf or something like that. So this is going to go back into the mountain a little bit, but we'll have a nice wooden barn facade on it. And that's why this is dangerous. Just like that, we have the stalls for our cows in. And back here, I do think we're going to put in 2 more larger stalls for like nursing mother cows. So you'd have the cow and its calf in here, and then we've got stalls for the individual cows, and then of course we've got the pasture where we can have cows out in the pasture. One thing that I've done here is gotten the posts up for the front of the barn, and the roof line will come down. I think we're pretty much there. The only thing I can think of that I might change is this block right here. I might swap out to a stair block and then have it come down, but I think that that's a good shape. Gives good enough height for what I want and doesn't overpower everything. And of course, the other thing that I like about this is it's got that round roof, which matches what the rest of our hobbit holes do. So I think that is going to be the style that we go with. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this, I think, with this quartz and make the roof white like this. I think is what I want. I'm not totally sold on it yet, but I think that it's different and adds something to this entire space here. So let's see what that looks like from afar. And finish up if this is what I like. Now, I don't often do this, but we're going to go ahead and put another farm together today over in our sort of industrial district and in the desert over there. And it's because I really can't finish the interior of this barn and the detailing without it. So we're going to head over there. I'm going to get some resources together real quickly, and then we're going to head over there. Let me know what you think about the design of this barn. I'm not super happy with the quartz, but I like the white roof, and I thought the andesite and spruce two-tone would end up looking pretty good. What is a farm without a little bit of mud? That is the question that we need to answer, and I think the answer to that question is it's not really a whole lot of anything. So we are going to go ahead and build a mud farm here. And honestly, I've kind of been wanting a mud farm for a while. Been wanting a few things that, I've been wanting to use some more mud is really what I've been wanting to do. And so this is not a terrible project for us to be putting together. And I hope that it will go pretty quickly. I've got the system built up, and it did not take very long, although I'm experiencing a couple of issues with it. So we'll talk through it real quickly. If you want a tutorial, the link to what I followed is below. It's from Pixel Riffs. So basically what happens is we got water bottles in this dispenser right here. We have a piston pusher that pushes the, you drop dirt right here, boom. Must be full up down here. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. All right. So drop a piece of dirt in here, piston pushes it, bottle makes it mud, it moves over one, and it pushes out one here. And we keep doing that. And the platform over here that will be made is 10 by 13, so it'll hold 130 blocks, just over 2 stacks. And you can see now it's making the second row right there. There you saw the mud farm working and the process I'm using to detail the floor of our barn over there. And that space is really coming together, but I do think that the white roof, at least with the quartz, is just too bright. So maybe we're going to need to try some calcite or some diorite. That was a suggestion that J-Boy Crew gave, and that may be what we need. Just something a little bit darker, not quite as stark white, to go in this space. But I'm really pleased when you come down and kind of look at this whole area. It's starting to come to life a little bit. We've got some fires in various places, right? We've got some chimneys in various places. You see the farmer villager wandering around outside. Pretty soon we'll have some cows and sheep and a villager wandering around over here, and our fisherman in his boat, and it's really starting to come together and start to have a little bit of that village vibe that I've been looking for and hoping to build here. So I'm really pleased with this. I hope you're enjoying how this place is coming together as well. And if you are, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're just 3 subscribers away from 100. And that is going to be a big milestone, I feel like, for me. So hit that subscribe button if you've been waiting on it. Now's the time to do it. Until next time, I hope you stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see ya.